welcome back to another Texas Leprechaun tabletop review. I know I've been away for a little while, and obviously I've had things to do, but I decided to get on the camera today and show you one of my most recent additions. If you follow me on Instagram, you're going to know exactly what it is before I even say it. Obviously, it's a CRKT, Columbia River knife and tool blade. It is the, I don't know if you can see this all that well, it's the 2490KSW Squid. This is a limited edition run that I got from Blade HQ. Now, this is the one that, for those out there that have been following Lucas Burnley designs, this is the one that looks like kind of a hand grenade. And the question is why I decided on getting this particular blade. And I can tell you, I was a little conflicted. I was looking at two different squids. One is the, I want to say it was the carbon fiber handle that had the upgraded steel. And I kept on looking between these two, and I'm like, why do I even want this? Need another knife, number one, and did I need another small knife? Of course not. But you don't do this because you need it. You do it because you love it. I really got to commend Lucas Burnley on his design of this particular one. It's a great little, basic EDC pocket blade. I don't necessarily recommend ever just carrying solely this kind of knife. I always recommend always use this more or less as a backup blade. Or if you're at home, maybe you just throw this in the pocket as you're doing your daily task, opening mail, cutting boxes, doing things of that nature. This does an exceptional job. But, really what it comes down to is just the aesthetics. I think he did a fine job. The blade design, obviously, it's a little stubby, but, yeah, it does a fine job. The handle feels pretty good in the hand. I can't get my pinky on all too well with this, but I don't really need that necessarily from a leverage standpoint for what I'm going to use this for. I kind of like how the lanyard hole is set up. Now, I don't know if y'all had the original Shuffle 1 from Kershaw. It had, if I'm not mistaken, it was that, had a lanyard hole very similar to this, except theirs you could use as a little mini pry or a little flathead screwdriver. Now, this is not that. It's just simply a lanyard hole. But from an aesthetic standpoint, I think it goes very well with this design of the knife. If I hadn't said it already, this is a limited edition model. I got 363rd out of 500. And, listen, it's always nice to have something that's limited edition from a collection standpoint. In the event that this becomes more of a collectible from a broader scale, some people might actually, seek this out. And it's always good to have it. Let's face it, I'm not going to be a guy that's always going to leave their stuff in the safe. It's not going to be mint. I'm going to use it, and if you can probably tell from some of the smudges and stuff, I've already began using this. I mean, that's what it's for, right? It's a tool of sorts. So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'm still going to keep it nice and clean and well-oiled and things of that nature. But, I don't know, when I usually get to liking a knife and I invest my money in it, it's very rare that I will end up selling it or get rid of it. It does happen on occasion, but it is rare. Getting back to this knife overall, I think he did a fine job designing this type of pocket clip. I do like a deep pocket carry clip. I find that it rides better in the pocket, at least in mine. It does have a little bit of a slim line design, but it does well. I mean, it just does very well for this style of knife. If you can see there, it's pretty much a blow-through design, so it makes it that much easier to keep it clean. The thumb studs work fairly well. I don't know if I can do this on camera. Yeah, I can. It does flick out pretty easily when you get it right. I was having problems a little bit earlier ago before getting on camera, where if you don't, like for instance, if you come out here, it doesn't deploy as easily. You really have to kind of flick up in order to get it out as easy, and yeah, it does a good job. So anyway, listen, this is the Texas Leprechaun. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would recommend this knife if you're looking, or rather if you're in the market for something along these lines. I think this will do an exceptional job. Granted, it's HCR13 MOV steel, a Chinese steel, but once again, for what it's going to be used for, I think it's going to do a great job. If you have any comments, maybe if you have a version of the Squid that you want to talk about, the pros and cons, leave the comment in the section there. I'd appreciate the like and I'd appreciate the subscribe. See you down the road. Bye.